Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So I have here my new, ready to go Hobonichi Cousin Spring Edition, which I have just recently finished setting up. So here's my new Hobonichi Cousin Spring Start, and I decorated the cover. So for my cover decoration, I have some stickers here. This sticker right here with this cute little cat is from an illustrator that I follow called Grandma Kaiko. This is from it's just a sticker sheet that I have that has these really cute little sumo wrestlers on it. These are actually cutouts from the paper. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying something different. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm just gonna go with it for now. This is a drawing that I did in Procreate. It's just some patterns here and some flowers. This is a koi fish drawing that I did in Procreate. I also have this backpack illustration by Erin Ware. And then I have a ticket from last year when I took the ferry to Bainbridge Island from Seattle. So that is my front cover. And then the back cover is very similar. It's actually just the same koi fish that I have on the front cover. More principles from Erin Ware. The little bird here, the keep going, and the atlas moth, all from Erin Ware. This is the same flower, same pattern thing that I did. Another one from Grandma Kaiko. Little chicken here, it's adorable. And this map here is also from Erin Ware. So yeah, that is my cover situation. I am going into this notebook with the intention of probably changing the cover every so often when I feel like redecorating it and when I feel like changing things up a little bit. I don't know how often that will be. It might be like, I don't know, maybe I'll do it like once a quarter. I have no idea. Maybe I'll only do it once more throughout the year. Maybe I won't do it at all. But I like the fact that I have the option to redecorate this if I feel like I just need a change. So that's my cover. And then on the inside, I have this watercolor painting that I did. So I had some like grand vision of doing like a watercolor painting and then using that on the cover, or at least the back cover. But then I didn't really love the painting that I made. But I liked what the painting like stood for me. Like it was mostly there to remind me that, you know, I guess, I don't know how to phrase it, taking risks is okay. Like, I suppose what I mean is taking creative risks in this journal is something that I want to embrace. Like, I don't want to be so caught up in like every page looking perfect that I stop experimenting and stop trying new things. So this was an instance of me trying something new and outside of my comfort zone. And I kept it in here for that reason, even though I didn't like how it turned out. So that's the story of the watercolor painting. And then this frame here is also from Erin Ware's printables, and I just wrote my name there. So that is this page. And then should I go in like page order, or should I just like go over here? Okay, I'm gonna follow this because I think that will make more sense. Okay, so I have an issue with forgetting that certain sections exist in my book sometimes. And that's honestly, that's part of the reason that I don't use them, is I just truly forget that they exist at all. So this year I decided to make a little journal user manual where I just have some like reminders of like what sections I'm using and how I'm using them. And then I also have a few spread ideas, although I'll probably add to that in the future. I didn't really have a lot here. And then a few like personal reminders for myself as well. Those being that mistakes are okay, embracing that in this journal, and that also taking a day off is okay. I don't want to feel forced to be in here every single day. I want to be very, if I want to be in here, I'll be in here, and if I want a day off, then that is okay too. And then also, once again, like not being afraid to try new things. I don't have to love every page. It's about the creative process and just to remember to have fun with it. So that's what this is. And I'm planning on just keeping this like in my daily spread. So this will just move with me throughout the journal as I go from page to page, and I'll just leave it in here. Because when I do open this, when I do open this journal, the first page I always open is the daily spread. So if I put it here, I know I'll see it. So that is there. So the other thing I have on here is the sections I'm using and how I'm using them. I actually forgot to write down one of my sections on here. Okay, I already need to fix this card. So let me head back over here to where I was. So I don't know how much I'm going to use this, but I decided to try at least using an index for this book. So I just want to, this is just a quick little thing that I made, and I just stuck it in as a tip-in. Basically I'm gonna come in here and then write down on each of the dates that I'm in here, and just write down like maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna write down exactly what I wrote about. Like I might be more general than that. Like if I just did a commonplace entry, then I will just write down commonplace. I'm not totally sure. I'm gonna let myself figure out how I will be using this as I go, rather than setting specific rules for myself like right away. And if I don't end up using it, it's really not a big deal because I just stuck it in with some washi tape, so not a big deal. Anyways, this is my makeshift index, which I may or may not use. We're just trying it out. So that is that. This section, I think what I want to do with this is I want to make it a movement tracker. So basically I just want to, and I'll probably just use some sort of highlighter or marker or something to highlight all of the days. But I will be marking down every day that I get some sort of physical activity. It could be a quick walk, it could be going to the gym, it could be a hike, it could be stretching, it could be, I don't know, anything. The main point of this is to get myself to be a little bit more consistent with being active again. I really fell off on that last, probably I would say November, December. I really fell off on that. Basically when the holidays were happening. And before that I had been like really good about it. Actually, let me show you what I was using before. One second. So this is what I was using before, and basically I just wanted to make sure that I was doing a little bit of physical activity every day. So every day that I did that, I would just mark it with my like little highlighter or pen or whatever I had. And it's also for the entire year. So this is December of 2023 all the way to December, pretty much the end of December in 2024. And yeah, you can see I basically, this down here is December, pretty much just fell off at the end of the year. But before that, especially when I started, I was doing fairly well with it. Like this was actually helping me stay consistent. So yeah, I want to get back to doing that because that is important. And then this section here, the like quarterly pages. I was considering using this as an index, but I really liked how I used this last year actually, so I think I'm just gonna do the same thing. So last year I used these to be like monthly reflections. So at the end of the month, I would just write about what happened, what was going on, and how I was feeling and how I felt about the month, etc., etc. Just a reflection of the month. And that was really nice to see, especially over such a large expanse of time. I thought that was really nice to have and look back at. So I'm actually gonna do that same thing this time around. I didn't really decorate it or anything last time, so I might try to decorate it a little bit more this time. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that again. And then since they give you like the extra months in the beginning, I decided to make one of, well, not even one of them, I guess all of them are gonna be just a big photo collage. So, I mean, I really could, if I wanted to, dedicate each of these pages to like an entire quarter. And yeah, just basically nice photo collage to look back at for the entire year. So that's what these are gonna be. Yeah. And then my monthly pages, there's no strict rule here. As of now, I'm gonna keep using them how I have been using them. As a, I don't know, I kind of just do a little doodle to like represent anything that happened during the day. And also stick in some photos, and I also add some printables and stickers and things. I definitely want to get more into decorating this section. I feel like I don't spend a lot of time back here, but I don't know, I feel like I could really enjoy looking back through these pages if I were to spend maybe a little bit more time decorating them. But at the same time, there's no like real pressure or anything to do too much if I don't feel like it. And this next section, I might have a difficult time explaining, but I will try. So I think, well, how I've been using this over the last month or so has been as it is a journal, but it's a more specific type of journal. So I often have a hard time, I don't even know how to like really phrase this, but like directing myself. Like my interests change fairly often. And as such, like, I don't even want to call them goals exactly, but like the things that I'm pursuing in life. I guess those are goals. Why do goals sound so intimidating? Anyways, the things that I'm pursuing in life can often change. And if they change too often, I end up just like chasing my own tail in circles and getting really nowhere. So I specifically dedicate this space to journal about the direction that I am going, that I want to go in, and the paths that I am taking to get there. And then I have basically been flipping it this way since I do not get along with these narrow columns at all. Yeah, okay, we're moving on. So let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so we talked about the monthly, where I'm mostly putting doodles and photos right now. Okay, actually pretty much talked about most of the things. So the last section that I'm going to attempt to fill out in here is my 100. So what I think I'm going to do with this is, so I don't know how I don't know how much I'm about to expose myself for being a little strange right now. So most mornings when I wake up, I have a song just playing in my head. And sometimes it's weird because it'll be a song that I haven't heard in like years. And it's like a small snippet of it. So I thought it might be interesting to record what those songs are. They seem like they're fairly random to me most mornings. Like it's not even necessarily always going to be something that like I have been actively listening to. it can truly be something that I haven't heard in like years. So I pretty sure I have at least 100 different songs of the year play in my head. So I'm just gonna record what they are every time I get a new one. Sometimes it is the same song for a few days. Like right now I pretty much have the Attack on Titan theme song from like season 1 playing in the morning in my brain. So that is what I will be doing with this. So yeah, I thought that would be fun. As far as the daily pages go, I am gonna be fairly loose. Like honestly, pretty much anything goes. Whatever I feel like writing about for that day. If I feel like commonplacing, that's fine. If I feel like doing like just a big brain drain, that's fine. If I feel like writing about my day, that's fine. If I feel like memory keeping, you know, like I want these daily sections to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not strict. I don't want to be strict with these at all, because that is going to make it more interesting for me, and also like more sustainable. So for example, like this day here, pretty specifically memory keeping. Lots of ephemera, lots of photos, just writing about a specific day on here. Here, though it might not look like it, I actually did some commonplacing because I made beans for dinner, which is like one of my favorite dishes to make, and I make them in a wide variety of ways. But anyway, I remember reading that they are also very good for the environment, and I knew that they were, but I didn't know exactly why. So I decided to read about that a little bit, and I wrote about it in here. I think this may be, I think this is a bit of brain drain and a bit of like talking about my day. Oh yeah, I tried I tried doing some origami this day. So I drew what the origami was supposed to look like. I was trying to make a chicken. It did not turn out like that. I did not succeed in making it. That's okay, I will probably try again. Yeah. I read an article and I have yet to come back and take notes on it. But I do want to come back in here and take notes on this article that I read. It's about moths and it was really interesting. So I want to come back and take notes here. And then this here is truly just like stream of consciousness, just kind of brain drain stream of consciousness. Yeah. And then I also started trying something different here, and I don't know how much I will keep up with it. I like the concept, but I don't always love my execution. Although, I guess I should be, you know, embracing that not every page will be perfect kind of mentality. Anyway, so I started doing a little, almost like comic strip at the top here in this little space. So I basically just draw a box here, and then I divide it up into five smaller boxes. And then in each of those boxes, I just do a tiny little doodle about the day. And it is nice. Like I can look back at this and I remember a lot more details about my day, like very quickly. So I do like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this is the song I had stuck in my head that day, so I decided to write down the lyrics. This is a bit of everything. This actually, yeah. So there's some commonplacing over here. I have this Easter cactus. I think it's called an Easter cactus. And I realized that I still didn't know how and where it was creating new, I guess they're stems. I didn't know like where it was growing from. So I wanted to look up a little bit more about that plant and see how it grows. And that was very interesting. So I wrote about that in here. This is some memory keeping from a day back in January. Not even memory keeping, I guess, at this point, kind of just reflecting on. And then this is just me writing about my day a little bit. And then this is my latest one here. I think I'm just kind of doing a bit of a brain drain in the morning, and more like mini comic strips at the top here. And that's kind of it. Those are my latest pages in here. And generally speaking, that's how I have been using the daily pages. Okay, so that is pretty much everything. That's how I am planning on using all of the sections. I don't want to be too strict with any of the sections, and I'm not really gonna put too much pressure to like fill out all of the sections. I want this book to not be overwhelming. For me, I want it to be easy to keep up with, easy to maintain. Yeah, so those are my goals really. I really want this to just be a creative space, and also kind of like almost like a companion, especially when it comes to the daily pages. Like, it's just going to be there for whatever I'm interested in doing at that particular time. So that's how I'm planning on using this. It's for reflection, creative space, and also kind of just a companion. So those are my visions for this book this year, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, actually, I should touch on that. A lot of you are new. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of the wonderful, kind comments that everybody's been leaving, and yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna say bye before I start crying. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.